Hey, what's up guys? Eric Wong here, and I'm doing this video for my buddy Adam Steer and all of his followers. And he asked me to do a video talking about hip flexibility, and that's something that I've been putting a lot of time and effort in the past, few months, very intensely. Definitely over the past couple of years, I've been studying it in some form or another. But when it comes to hip flexibility, there's one thing that people who are interested in, looking better, feeling better, they don't realize is that the hip flexors they're one of the most commonly tight muscles in the body. We sit all day sitting at the computer at the office, or sitting in the car driving, or sitting at home watching TV, or sitting all day, and our hip flexors shorten up and they get tighter. What happens there is a couple things. When the hip flexors are tight, what they actually do is they cause hyperextension in the lumbar spine here. And for those of you who are interested in looking better, you train your abs, you eat well, you want that flat stomach, lumbar extension can give the appearance of kind of a little paunch belly. And that comes from having tight hip flexors. So that's one thing. Another thing with tight hip flexors, exercises like squats, when you're getting down deep, it can be difficult to get right down deep if you're really short and you have a lack of flexibility there. And it's actually not just a tight hip flexors, tight psoas, those muscles, but also the joint capsule. And what I want to do is I'm going to show you how an exercise, a technique, a sequence that you can do to not only stretch out the muscles, but also address that joint capsule. So first thing I need, I'm going to grab a band here. Just grab a rubber band, and you don't want it to be too strong. Just going to wrap that around just about knee height, foot off the ground or so. And then you're going to step into this guy right here. So I'm going to step in this leg, step in, get back, and get a little bit of stretch on that band, so I'm pulling you in. So from here, what I want to do is I want to start in this flexed hip position, squeeze my butt, and then drive into hip extension there. So now I'm extended and I feel that stretch in through the hip flexor. But what I'm doing is I'm keeping this glute on. And what that does is it's going to help me to not only relax this and stretch this out even more, but also strengthen up the glute at this end range of motion here. So I hold that for 5 to 10 seconds, stay nice and tall, try to extend this area right here, lengthen this area to help to get the maximum stretch on the hip flexor. And then I'm going to relax and sink a little bit deeper into that stretch. Okay, now what I also want to do is contract this muscle, contract the hip flexor. So I'm going to squeeze my knee, slide my knee forward, drive my foot down towards my other knee. So I'm kind of scissoring my legs together, and this helps to activate the hip flexor. So now I'm strengthening the hip flexor at this end range of motion as well. And what that does is when you strengthen the muscles on both sides of the joint at that end range of motion, that helps you gain flexibility, but it also, more importantly, helps you to keep it. Okay? Because if you're not strong in those end ranges of motion, your brain, your neuromuscular system is just going to be like, hey, we don't have any strength or stability at that end range of motion. We better tighten those muscles up to keep it safe. Because a weak muscles at the end ranges of motion gives you an unstable joint, and an unstable joint is dangerous, basically. So the band, what I had there attached to my leg, pulling the thigh forward, that's something that actually helps to stretch out the hip joint capsule. And that's another area of restriction, not just the muscles. And I have 9 areas of restriction that you have to address if you really want to improve your flexibility. So that's one of the most powerful sequences that you can do. It's a stretch combined with the contract relax on both sides of the joint, as well as the band that is addressing many of the areas: strength, stability, the joint capsule, neuromuscular system, muscles, stressing a lot of the stuff that can keep you tight. Okay, so hopefully that was a little eye-opening for you, and put that to work. It's very simple. Just do that every day, once a day, every day. You're going to find huge benefits after as short as a week. Okay, guys, so hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more, I'm sure Adam will post a link below so you can learn some more about what I got going on with respect to hip flexibility, and put it to work for you. All right, guys, thank you for checking this out. I will talk to you soon. See ya.